Yes, you can start.
Call to order a meeting of the Public Facilities Commission. Before us today is the Department of Neighborhood Development.
Good morning, Commissioners. First, I would like to note that this meeting is being recorded and broadcasted live. Before we get started, I've asked Colleen Daly, the Public Facilities Commission Secretary, to take a roll call of the meeting participants. Colleen, if you would please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, TTA. Ask that the participants please unmute themselves and confirm their presence. When I call your name, beginning roll call with the Commission, Larry Mamoli, Commissioner for the PFC.
Present.
Dion Irish, Commissioner for the PFC.
Present.
T.T. Lee, Legal Advisor to PFC.
Present.
Catherine Pendleton, Articles Clerk for PFC.
Here.
And D&D participants, Sheila Dillon, Chief and Director of D&D.
Present.
Nerelise Janus, Project Manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D.
Present.
Shani Fletcher, Development Officer with Neighborhood Housing Development Division of D&D.
Present.
Additionally, I know for the record the following individuals are in attendance but will not be presenting in today's meeting. Sean Chen, Assistant Corporation Counsel, Law Department. Sean Chen.
Present. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Rick Wilson, Deputy Director for Administration and Finance for D&D.
Present.
James McDonough, Senior Staff Attorney for D&D. Jim
Present.
McDonough. Thank you. Donald Wright, Deputy Director, Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D.
Present.
Jessica Boatwright, Deputy Director. John Feuerbach.
Present.
Thank you. John Feuerbach, Senior Development Officer.
Present.
Kristen Studling, Project Manager. Julio Pillier, Development Officer.
Present.
They're all from the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of D&D. Next is Edward Coburn, Assistant Commissioner and General Counsel from from the Inspectional Services Department.
Present.
Kevin O'Connor, Assistant Corporation Counsel and Executive Secretary to the Board of Appeal.
Present. Present.
Thank you. Neil Genuids, Assistant Corporation Counsel, ISD.
Present.
Anna Haag, Legal Intern, ISD.
Present.
Seamus Highland, Assistant Corporation Counsel, Law Department.
Present.
Thank you. And this concludes the roll call. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Colleen. The first order of business before you this morning pertains to the meeting minutes for the Public Facilities Department and the Department of Neighborhood Development from the prior meetings which took place on March 11th of 2020. Is there a motion to approve these meeting minutes?
I make a motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The meeting minutes are hereby approved. Beginning this morning with the Department of Neighborhood Development, we have Sheila Dillon, Chief and Director of D&D. D&D has 7 votes that are being presented today. Vote number 1 is being presented by Nerelise Janus. She is a project manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. Vote 1 is a request for a tentative developer designation and intent to sell to a nominee comprised of principals of Urbanica Incorporated for vacant land located at 405 Washington Street, Dorchester. The purchase price is recommended at $100. Nerelise, if you would please present your vote request.
Thank you, TT. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, everyone. I am here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation to Urbanica Inc. for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in the developer designation, and this tentative designation vote request. D&D conducted a community meeting in June of 2019. The community feedback was then incorporated into the development guidelines in the RFP, which was issued July 22nd, 2019, and advertised in the Boston Herald, the State Central Register, and the City Record. The RFP was opened September 25th, 2019, and 3 proposals were received. After initial review, all 3 applicants were invited to present their plans of development to the community members on November 6, 2019. A public comment period was opened until November 27th, 2019, with the majority of the comments and feedback received were in support of Urbanica Inc.'s proposal. Based on a team review of the RFP responses and an analysis of the proposals against the RFP evaluation criteria, D&D recommends supporting the tentative developer designation of Urbanica Inc. based on the strength of their development plan, the developer's experience and capacity, and proposed community benefit of affordable housing. Urbanica's Inc. proposed project will consist of 12 condominium units with a mix of 3 one-bedroom units, 7 two-bedroom units, and 2 three-bedroom units. 4 units will be affordable to households earning at or below 80% AMI. 4 units will be affordable to households earning at or below 100% AMI. 4 units will be available to households earning at or below 120% AMI. This project will also include 10 covered parking spaces on site to minimize the impact on local traffic. In addition, the 2 units on the first floor will provide a live workspace that promotes the commercial vitality of the neighborhood. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I have also provided handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first being the site map, where it shows the parcel where it's located, 405 Washington Street. The second is the parcel's current conditions. And the third is the renderings that they have provided. They did their research in the history of what was there before, and they did their renderings to be similar to the house that was constructed there before, which the neighborhood loved. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. The sale of this parcel can be expected to yield short and long-term benefits to the city. By removing this parcel from D&D's inventory, the city will be able to avoid future costs and liabilities associated with maintaining the property. The city stands to save an estimated $2,000 in annual operational costs by transferring responsibility for the property maintenance to Urbanica Inc. We will also return a vacant property that's been in D&D's inventory for almost 32 years back to productive use and tax rolls. The city can expect to recoup an additional estimated $36,000 in the first year tax revenue alone. Also, Urbanica's Inc. development will provide deed-restricted, affordable, mixed-income home ownership opportunities. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Sounds like a very good project.
I have no questions. I make a motion. Well, sorry, Larry.
No, I have no questions either. I'll see what your motion.
I make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 1 is hereby approved. The remainder of the votes, number 2 through 7, are being presented by Shawnee Fletcher. She is a development officer with the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of D&D. Vote number 2 is a request for tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Codman Academy Foundation Incorporated for vacant land located at 45 Norfolk Street, Dorchester. The purchase price is at $100. Shawnee, if you would please present vote number 2.
Thank you, TT, and good morning, Commissioners. As TT said, I'm Shawnee Fletcher, Development Officer with the Neighborhood Housing Development Division of the Department of Neighborhood Development. I'm here requesting PSC approval for the tentative developer designation of Codman Academy Foundation Incorporated, hereafter referred to as CAF, for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Dorchester section of Boston. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in this vote request. D&D held a community meeting in December 2019 to discuss with community members the permanent use of this parcel as community open space. Support by the community was strong. A request for proposals was issued on December 30th, 2019, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. One development team applied to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. Based on community feedback and D&D review of the application against the RFP evaluation criteria, we recommend the designation of CAF, who will create a healing forest and pathway for both Codman Academy charter school students and the community at large. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I have also provided 3 handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial parcel map of the parcel. The second is a photo of the existing conditions of the site. The third is the preliminary design of the healing forest. You'll see that it includes flowering trees, a cypress hedges, a birch grove, a gateway arch and pathway, and gathering space. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. This proposed development will create a community open space that will be a tremendous asset to the neighborhood. In addition, the city will avoid approximately $1,000 in annual maintenance costs and return this property to productive use after more than 30 years in our inventory. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
No questions?
No questions. Great project. I make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 2 is hereby approved. Vote number 3 is a request for a tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Sonoma, Maple, and Schuler Tenants Association Incorporated. Vacant land located at 84 Maple Street in Roxbury. The purchase price is suggested at $100. Shawnee, if you would please present vote number 3.
Thank you, Titi. I am here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of Sonoma Maple Schuyler Tenants Association Incorporated, hereafter referred to as SMSTA, for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Roxbury section of Boston. D&D conducted a public process that resulted in this vote request. D&D held a community meeting in December 2019 to discuss with community members the continued use of this parcel as a playground and park. Support by the community was strong. A request for proposals was issued on January 13th, 2020, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. One development team applied to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. Based on community feedback and D&D review of the application against the RFP evaluation criteria, we recommend the designation of SMSTA, who proposes to maintain the existing playground and park for community use. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I have also provided 4 handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcel. The second is a satellite image of the parcel. The third is an image of the site before the installation of the new playground. And the fourth is an image of the current conditions. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. This proposed development will permanently preserve a playground and park for the community. In addition, the city will avoid approximately $400 in annual maintenance costs and return this property to productive use after more than 27 years in our inventory. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Great project, no questions.
No, thank you for your presentation. I make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 3 is hereby approved. Vote number 4 is a request for a tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Urban Farming Institute Community Land Trust Incorporated for vacant land located at unnumbered parcel on Acorn Street in Roxbury. The purchase price is suggested at $100. Shawnee, if you would please present vote number 4.
Thank you. I am here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation of Urban Farming Institute Community Land Trust Incorporated, hereafter referred to as UFI CLT, for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Roxbury section of Boston. DND conducted a public process that resulted in this vote request. DND held a community meeting in March 2014 to discuss with community members the use of this and the abutting parcel as a community farm. Support by the community and the abutters was strong, and the farm was developed on this parcel and the abutting 3 Akron Street over the last several years. Upon completion of the urban farm, a community notification was sent to neighbors in November 2019, requesting feedback regarding the proposed sale of this parcel for permanent preservation as a community agricultural site. The community expressed clear support for the continuation of the farm. A request for proposals was issued on December 16, 2019, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. One development team applied to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. Based on community feedback and DND review of the application against the RFP evaluation criteria, we recommend the designation of UFI CLT. UFI CLT is the land trust associated with Urban Farming Institute, the operator of Tommy's Rock Urban Farm, which is the already developed community farm comprised of this parcel and 3 Akron Street. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I have also provided 4 handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcel. The second is a photo of the parcel pre-development. The third is a photo showing the parcel in its current conditions. And this space will be used for flowers and other landscaping, as well as community garden beds available to neighbors. The fourth is the overall design of Tommy's Rock Urban Farm, and the section marked Phase 2 shows the parcel to be voted on today. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. The proposed development will permanently preserve and improve upon a community farm that is a tremendous asset to the neighborhood. In addition, the city will avoid approximately $400 in annual maintenance costs and return this property to productive use after over 4 years in our inventory. I'm here to answer any questions you may have.
Again, good job. No questions?
No questions as well, just thank you. I always look forward to your interesting presentations for open space, community space. I make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 4 is hereby approved. Vote number 5 is a request for conveyance to Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated for vacant land located at unnumbered parcel on Savin Hill Avenue, Dorchester. The purchase price is for $100. Shawnee, if you please present vote number 5.
Thanks, Titi. I am here requesting PFC approval for the conveyance to Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated, hereafter referred to as BFFC, for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. This matter was last before you in January of 2020, when PFC voted to approve the tentative developer designation of BFFC. To refresh the Commission's memory, DND conducted a public process that led to that vote and this subsequent request. DND held a community meeting in August 2019 to discuss with community members the use of this parcel as an improved open space for community use and natural preservation purposes. Community support for the project was strong, and DND moved toward an RFP. The RFP was issued on September 16, 2019, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. One proposal was received in response to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. PFC approved the designation of Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated on January 15th, and the designation was advertised in the City Record on February 3rd and February 10th of 2020. Since designation, BFFC has received an award of $25,000 in development funds from the Grassroots program, completed design plans for the project, and further engaged the community in the development of those plans. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I've also provided handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcel. The second is a photo of the existing conditions of the site. And the third is the final design of the open space BFFC is proposing. The development will be phased, and this shows phase 1. You'll see that there are native trees being planted, planters near the front, a gazebo and benches, and new fencing, a rock garden, and a lending library. This project has the support of the Columbia Savin Hill Civic Association, Savin Hill Advisors Neighborhood Group, City Councilor Frank Baker, the immediate abutters, and many other neighbors. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits: return vacant property in D&D's inventory for almost 30 years into productive use, preserve more than 21,000 square feet of land as protected open space, provide habitat for local wildlife, and provide community gathering space. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
No questions. Again, good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, great job. I commend the department on working with the community to come to such a creative outcome. Make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 5 is hereby approved. Vote number 6 is a request for conveyance to Bernard Place Park Corporation for vacant land located at 603R East 2nd Street, South Boston. The purchase price is for $100. Shawnee, if you please present vote number 6.
Thank you, Titi. I'm here requesting PFC approval for the conveyance to Barnard Place Park Corporation, hereafter referred to as BPPC, for the parcel identified in the vote package in the South Boston neighborhood of Boston. This matter was last before you in December of 2019 when PFC voted to approve the tentative developer designation of DPPC. To refresh the Commission's memory, D&D conducted a public process that led to that vote and the subsequent request. D&D held a community meeting in November 2018 to discuss with community members the use of this parcel as a community open space. Community support for the project was strong, and D&D moved toward an RFP. The RFP was issued on August 26, 2019, and advertised in the State Central Register and Boston Herald. One proposal was received in response to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. PSC approved the designation of Barnard Place Park Corporation on December 16th, and the designation was advertised in the City Record on January 6th and January 13th. Since designation, BPPC has received a preliminary award of $150,000 in Community Preservation Act funds from the Community Preservation Committee. They've completed the design plans for the project and further engaged the community in the development of said plans. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I've also provided handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcel. The second is a photo of the existing conditions of the site. The third is the final design of the open space BPPC is proposing. And you'll see that there are trees in different parts of the parcel of the project. There are pollinator plantings. There are garden beds. There's a shrub border and a bocce court. This project has the support of City Councilor Ed Flynn, Representative David Beal, South Boston Boys and Girls Club, Friends of Michael Joyce, NAGE Charitable Foundation, the immediate abutters, and many other neighbors. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits: return vacant property in D&D's inventory for more than 27 years into productive use, preserve more than 2,000 square feet of land as protected open space, provide gardening space, and provide community gathering and recreational space. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Yes, is that a regulation size bocce court?
That I don't know the answer to, Commissioner.
Anyway, no good project, no further questions.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out, Commissioner. I make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Vote number 6 is hereby approved. Vote number 7 is a request for the transfer of care, custody, management, and control from the Public Works Department to the Department of Neighborhood Development. This concerns vacant land located at an unnumbered parcel on Windsor Street in the South End. This is a property transfer between two city departments. Shawnee, if you would please present vote 7.
Thank you, Titi. I'm here requesting PSC approval for the transfer of the parcel identified in the vote package as an unnumbered Windsor Street parcel in the South End neighborhood of Boston from the Public Works Department to the Department of Neighborhood Development. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. I have also provided 2 handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first image shows a site map. And the second image shows a satellite view. The parcel consists of a total land area of 5,000 square feet of vacant land, and the parcel is abutted by a parcel already in D&D's inventory and in use as a community garden through a license. If PFC approves the vote request, D&D will assume the care, custody, management, and control of the property and conduct a disposition process at a future time. I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
No questions.
No questions. I make a motion to approve.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Vote number 7 is hereby approved. Is there a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting?
First, I'd like to thank the staff of the commission. Great job with our first virtual hearing. I'd like to make a motion to approve. Motion to end.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Thank you. This meeting is hereby adjourned.
Thank you.